beautiful life. On the 10th of May 2023, the Round Britain cruise RBC 60 came to Plymouth, and we were there to record it. How's your sailing been?
I've already got some saltash.
Have you really? So it's not too far then?
No. I'm one of the locals.
Oh, right.
Doing the round.
Well, what's your name?
Tony.
I like Tony. At least you didn't get caught in the storms yesterday.
Sorry?
At least you didn't get caught in the thunderstorms yesterday.
No, some people are struggling. I think there's half a dozen that are struggling to get past Southwark.
Yeah.
The wind and the tide against them now.
Okay, I'll just catch you with them and I'll talk to you later. Cheers, thanks a lot.
The weather forecast was so wrong. Well, I think you need to discuss that with the BBC. Well, I was thinking about that. Yeah.
I've taken numerous pictures of you, that's all.
Already? Yeah. Okay.
That side.
Before you were rafted up.
So, do you want to stand this side or that side? Do you want to sit as you are, or I'll sit next to you?
Whichever you like. What you need to know is Crystal's looking for the rough round.
Yeah, I want you to be rough and ready.
A real sea dog tail.
Yeah, somebody who's gone through the 60 mile an hour.
Okay.
Winds and survive you.
Right.
Right, climb off.
Yeah, climb on. And I will...
Woo. Well, it does actually look quite comfortable.
Okay, well, as long as you get far enough up, then we'll be alright.
Getting cosy.
So, who the devil? Hang on.
Is this live or is it being recorded?
Re-recorded.
Okay.
Who the devil? Hi.
Right, I'm Tim Brice, and I'm sailing a boat called Picardy 2, which is a 1949 Maurice Griffiths boat. And I was sailing it up from Helford to here to take part in this event for a few days. And the weather forecasts were entirely inaccurate. So we started off yesterday morning with no wind, which we should have had wind, so we had to motor for 3 hours. And then we sailed, or then I sailed for a little while, and then the weather dropped, wind dropped again. So I put the engine on, and then some wind got up. Not much, just a little bit. So I thought, we can sail, hurrah! I'm now 5 hours, 6 hours into this journey. And so the wind got up in the space of 5 minutes from almost nothing to about 60 knots. Now fortunately, because I had been motoring, my head sails weren't up. And so I had my mainsail out, and when the wind came up so quickly, I turned into wind, i.e. going back down towards Cornwall, or back down towards Helford, so that I could put some reefs in the sail. And unfortunately, the wind was so strong that was almost impossible. And I decided then to put the gaff down. Now on gaff cutters, of course, you have a square sail, so you've got a wooden beam on the top and a wooden beam on the bottom. And it got caught halfway down. So that meant that all the wind was filling the sail like a big balloon, and I couldn't get it down. So I had to lasso everything, wrap it around to pull the thing down and then tie the sails in. And so I was clambering around on top of this boat at 30 degrees in this horizontal rain and this wind, which should never have been there, but the forecasters weren't right. And then got that under control, and then spent the next 3 hours surfing in towards Plymouth. I was surfing at 7.5 knots, going down these rather large waves. Interesting, but fortunately it was directly behind me, so there we go.
Was that scary?
Yes, of course it was. But on the other hand, you haven't got any option. It needs to be done. So yeah.
Have you ever been in that sort of situation before?
That is I was on my own. So I've been in pretty severe conditions with other people. I've sailed across the Atlantic. But that was the worst conditions in the shortest space of time I've ever been faced with.
That's incredible.
No, it's just horrible. Anyway, so there we go. I survived.
Oh, say that again. There we go, I see.
There we go, I survived.
That was just spot on.
Cue for a song there.
That was
I Will Survive.
fantastic.
No, it was horrible.
I had to say though, mind if I just ask you this one thing? No, not what happened to you, but what you said. Okay? I've been told your boat is rare because it's all
It's relatively rare in that very few boats are made out of wood. I mean, there are still traditional boat builders making wood. There's some down at Greek and there's some down at Falmouth and all the rest of it. And there's a lot of boats, there's quite a few here, that are replicas in that they're glass fibre, hull, and then they've got all the rest of the traditional bits with it. Glass fibre, of course, tends not to leak, and so therefore that's much easier to look after.
Does yours leak?
The hull doesn't, but the top side do. So I was once told by an old sea dog that the thing to do in an old wooden boat is to have lots of charts and some thumbtacks. So the old charts you don't want anymore. You thumbtack to the ceiling, and when you're sleeping, it'll keep you dry.
Oh, you're a good interviewer.
So how long have you had this boat?
2 years.
I've so enjoyed meeting you, Tim. Thank you very much for letting me step on board.
That's all right. Pleasure.
Thank you very much.
I'll try and put some flags out there.
Who else is in there?
So did you have to do much work on it, Tim?
Oh, masses. You don't want to know how much I had to do.
Yeah.
I bought it up in Rochester, and I was told that all you needed was a new battery, and the engine had to come out completely swapped over with a reconditioned engine. It was seized. There were items to move
So
deck-
what is the
deck
nicest
planks.
thing about it?
The nicest thing about it? Well, it's definitely for me to do.
Yeah, I understand.
Thanks very much, Tim.
That's all right. Pleasure.
Special thanks to BBC Radio Cornwall, Plymouth Gin, Sutton Harbour Holdings, Jonathan Brice, the Plymouth organiser, and everyone involved in the Round Britain Cruise RBC 60 2023. 30 years of culture and the arts as a free service on Love Summertime TV. Don't forget to friend and share my videos, subscribe to my channel and support me through PayPal at tcsphoto1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching the video. It's live.